So while I was reading through the Quran, I came across a verse from Surah Al-Qasas, and something about the wording caught my attention. The verse says, "Is he whom we have promised an excellent promise, that is paradise, which he will find true, like him whom we have made to enjoy the luxuries of the life of this world. Then on the day of the resurrection, he will be among those brought up to be punished in the hellfire." In Arabic, it is after Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, أَفَمَنْ وَعَدْنَاهُ وَعْدًا حَسَنًا فَهُوَ لَاقِيهِ كَمَنْ مَتَّعْنَاهُ مَتَاعَ الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا ثُمَّ هُوَ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ مِنَ الْمُحْضَرِينَ. I couldn't help but wonder, why did Allah the Almighty chose to use the word laqīh instead of mulāqīh? Both words mean meeting, but there is something subtle, something deep in the choice of one over the other. This curiosity led me to dive deeper into the meaning and structure of these words, and the more I explored, the more fascinating the differences became. When looking into the Quran for the word laqīh, we will find it in Surah Al-Qasas and Surah Al-Inshiqaq. However, in Surah Al-Qasas it is laqīh, but in Surah Al-Inshiqaq it is mulāqīh. In Surah Al-Inshiqaq, Allah the Almighty says, "O man, verily you are returning towards your Lord with your deeds and actions, good or bad. A sure returning, so you will meet, that is, the results of your deeds which you did." In Arabic it is بعد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الإنسان إنك كادح إلى ربك كدحا فملاقيه. And once again, the words used to express meeting were different. In here it is mulāqīh. I realized that the difference in these words wasn't just about the verb to meet. Both verses highlight the idea of meeting, but the words used laqīh and mulāqīh are quite different. Both laqīh and mulāqīh come from the Arabic root laqīya. Laqīya yalqa liqā'an, which means to meet or to encounter. But what sets these words apart is the morphological structure, the way the verb to meet has been transformed into nouns that express different shades of meaning. Now, when we look at the words laqīh and mulāqīh, they are in the form of an active participle, أو اسم فاعل. An active participle is a noun derived from a verb to indicate the one who performs the action. For example, from the verb كتب, to write, we derive the active participle كاتب, writer. Similarly, from the word or from the verb فتح, to open, we derive فاتح, the opener or the one who opens. Now let's take a look at لقي, to meet. From this verb, we derive لاق, the one who meets, meaning the one who encounters or faces something. And also from the same root, لقي, we can also derive ملاق. Now the key difference between these two is that ملاق carries a stronger, more intense connotation. It's an active form suggesting a deeper or a more reciprocal interaction involving mutual engagements. So while لاق simply refers to someone who meets, ملاق implies a more profound interactive meeting, an encounter that involves a deeper level of interaction or responses. The addition of the prefix ملاق adds this intensity, signifying a mutual encounter or a confrontation that involves active participation from both sides. Now, when taking a look at laqīh, And when focusing on the morphological structure of the word lāqīh, the root of lāqīh comes from the verb laqiya, which means to meet again or to encounter. Now the active participle أو اسم الفاعل is لاق, derived from laqiya, indicating the one who meets or faces something. This form doesn't just refer to something who meets or faces something. It brings with it a special nuance that involves non-confrontational encounters. It indicates passive receiving or being faced with something, often in the context of a gift or an offering. Now again, for the word mulāqīh, and when tackling the morphological structure of this word, it actually comes from mufa'il, and it is also an active participle, mulāqin. The structure of mulāqin follows the pattern of mufa'il, okay? A specific Arabic morphological pattern used for actions that involve interaction or mutual engagement. Now, this structure intensifies the meaning, emphasizing a direct mutual encounter. As for the meaning or الدلالة of mulāqīh, in contrast to lāqīh here, mulāqīh conveys a sense of confrontation. The mufa'il pattern here implies interaction, engagement, and accountability. This is a direct confrontation, often after difficulty or challenge. When looking for the same word, mulāqin, I found it in Surah Al-Haqqah. Allah says, "Indeed, I thought I would be meeting my reckoning." In Arabic, بعد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إني ظننت أني ملاق حسابيه. And in here, the word mulāqin is used to express a direct encounter with one's actions, the confrontation with one's accountability on the day of judgment. And so in here, in Surah Al-Qasas, the word lāqīh refers to a fulfillment of a promise in the future, but without implying any direct confrontation. It literally indicates a general passive encounter that is awaited, not emphasizing any struggle or any reckoning. However, in Surah Al-Inshiqaq, here the word mulāqīh refers to an inevitable direct confrontation with one's deeds, particularly on the Day of Judgment. The word implies a serious, immediate reckoning and emphasizes accountability.